What's good with the YouTube? You already know Big Flacco from a convict's perspective, and I'm gonna smash, dash, and slide on through that little bit of energy. Let's get it cracking today, man. Please hit the like, subscribe, comment, man. Help support the channel. Let's keep this moving forward. We're almost at 30K, guys. We're gonna have to do something about that, man. So check it out. So with all the commotion that's been going on as far as with what happened out there in High Desert, there was a press release yesterday by the U.S. Attorney's General Office regarding some individuals that were left over from Operation Red Reaper. I'm going to read this as follows, guys. 10 defendants arrested as part of Operation Red Reaper have pled guilty today to drug trafficking offenses, U.S. Attorney Philip A. Talbert announced. In 2019, Operation Red Reaper was a federal, state, and local law enforcement operation that targeted the criminal activities of the Nuestra Familia prison gang in the counties of Kings and Tulare. At the conclusion of the operation, federal charges were brought against 23 of those defendants, with the remaining being charged by the Kings County District Attorney's Office. Pleading guilty today are Raymond Lopez, 35, of Pleasant Valley State Prison; Jesse Juarez, 32, of Visalia; Daniel Juarez, 30, of Visalia; Michael Rocha, 40, of Visalia; Angel Montes, 26, of Visalia; Rafael Lopez, 41, of Visalia; Manuel Barrera, 28, of Kettleman City; Joanne Bernal, 36, of Armona; Raymond Amador, 33, of Riverdale; and Raul Lopez Jr., 51, of Visalia. Two co-defendants have been sentenced after pleading guilty. On May 24, 2021, Salvador Castro, 52, of Fresno, was sentenced to 17 years and 6 months in prison. And on July 11, 2022, Manuel Garcia, 36, of Armona, was sentenced to 15 years in prison. According to the court documents, in March of 2019, various agencies partnered in an investigation into the Nuestra Familia prison gang and the Norteño street gang in Kings County. The investigation uncovered that that Nuestra Familia was responsible for large-scale trafficking of methamphetamine and cocaine, as well as various firearm offenses and other violent crimes. According to court documents, high-ranking Nuestra Familia members Salvador Castro Jr. and Raymond Lopez used contraband cell phones from inside Fresno County's Pleasant Valley State Prison to arrange the transport of illicit narcotics from drug sources in California and Mexico to stash houses in Kings County. From that stash houses, gang members outside the prison coordinated the preparation and delivery of the drugs to distributors throughout Kings and Tulare County. This case is a product of an investigation by the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the Kings County Gang Task Force, the Special Operations Unit of the California Department of Justice. I've never heard of them. Special Operations Unit, guys. The California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation, and the Kings County District Attorney's Office. Barrera, Amador Montes, and Raul Lopez are scheduled to be sentenced by U.S. District Judge Ana de Alba on March 6, 2023, and the remaining defendants are scheduled to be sentenced by the Judge de Alba on March 20, 2023. They face a range of mandatory minimum sentence from between 5 to 15 years in prison, and a range of maximum sentences including up to life in prison. The actual sentences, however, will be determined at the discretion of the court after consideration of any applicable statutory factors in the federal sentencing guidelines, which take into account a number of variables. Charges are pending against the remaining defendants. The charges are only allegations. They are presumed innocent until and unless proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. The case is part of a Project Safe Neighborhood, PSN, a program bringing together all levels of law enforcement and the communities they serve to reduce violent crime and gun violence and to make our neighborhoods safe for everyone. On May 26, 2021, the U.S. Department of Justice launched a violent crime reduction strategy strengthening PSN based on these core principles: fostering trust and legitimacy in our communities, supporting community-based organizations that help prevent violence from occurring in the first place, setting focused and strategic enforcement priorities, and measuring the results. The effort is part of an organized crime drug enforcement task force. The OCDETF identities, disrupts, and dismantles the highest level criminal organizations and threats that threaten the United States using a prosecutor-led, intelligence-driven, multi-agency approach. So, man, this just goes to tell you, man, that this is the indictment that happened right there in Pleasant Valley. They were coordinating basically, drug transactions from Mexico, transporting over there. They had people following. They had all kinds of different things that were going on in the feds and these different agencies, man. We're picking up everything. And see, that's a scary thing if you really hear about it, man. They're creating new law enforcement agencies every single day. Like I've never heard of two of these terms that were used in this article, right? Okay, the OCDETF, Operation Crime Drug Enforcement Task Force Operation. Okay, that was one of them. The other one was what was the other one? The group that they called it. Where's it at? Hold on. The other one was the Special Operations Unit of the California Department of Justice. So they have department after branch after branch. Like they have the BNE, they have the traditional like DEA, ATF, FBI. So these are all sources combined together, and they're all getting all kinds of different type of funding to, coordinate investigations. And see, you have like even Homeland Security now is getting involved in investigating groups like the NF and Mexican Mafia and AB, because to them, especially, see, I've said this before, as soon as they started to really put a harsh stance on deporting individuals over there to Mexico, it was going to open the floodgates for a lot of different contacts over there that traditionally a lot of NF members may have not had back in the days. And it's exactly what's happening. You know what I'm saying? You can just observe it. Nowadays you have, people hoods that are in different areas throughout the state. Not only that, they've been able to spread fucking nationwide by sending individuals to the feds. I've seen a roster of individuals from Washington, Oregon, Kansas, Texas, Alabama, all on a North Daniel roster. You know what I'm saying? So now the numbers are getting deeper. Then they're pushing people, they're deporting people all the way over there to Mexico, and all that's doing is establishing contacts for them to just basically run their own pipeline. Whereas before it was very rare to have contacts across the border. Now everybody got contacts, so everybody's plugged in. You know what I'm saying? Some homeboy from some hood knows somebody. Now back to this indictment. The way that the feds are operating these indictments is they're fucking crafty as fuck, man. The phone calls, just the association, they pick up this over here. Any type of affiliation, any type of involvement, any type of anything, the feds are fucking picking it up on a fucking RICO indictment. That means that you're conspiring to be involved in a criminal enterprise or a criminal organization. See, there's different predicates when it comes to RICO acts. You have the enterprise, which is what they did with what's his name, Mad Dog from Stockton. They got him on the enterprise. Now these grander scale of things like Operation Black Widow, Operation Quiet Storm, and Valley Star, those are RICO, like organizational indictments. So it gets real tricky, man. And there's still cases throughout California that have not been put out there and been promoted or been in the news that are sub indictments off indictments. You know what I'm saying? The feds really, Operation Valley Star was really the ticket where I seen things changing. Because before you had Operation Black Widow, you had a couple of indictments that were built off that, but most of those dudes flipped. They started working with fucking, you know what I mean? Now, Operation Valley Star. After Operation Valley Star, if you look at through all the track history of all the NF indictments, they've had indictment after indictment after indictment. Because as they've gone through the process with each new case, they've learned different things about this organization. And now they found the weaknesses in which they can attack. And like I said before, in order for any of these organizations to really have any type of stability, you know what I'm saying, in their existence, they're going to have to really sit there and take a step back and look at what they're doing. Because, like I said before, there's that term insanity. How come people think that they're going to do it any better than the next man? Because the men before them, not all of them were dumb. There were some sharp individuals that were holding RC positions that tried to run a close-knit program, and they still got fucking indicted. So what makes anybody that's stepping out there, you're 27, 25 years old, you want to be a regiment commander, what makes you think you're going to do anything different than what the next man did? If you're repeating the same cycle of events, you're going to get the same fucking results. And that's where homeboys need to fucking sit there and realize, man, that, hey, man, what we're doing isn't working. It's the truth, man. You know what I mean? It's the reality. So those that go out there and decide to hold these positions, I don't feel sorry for them when they do that, because they should know. The fucking proof's in the pudding. During my time era, you didn't have indictments after indictments. You had one big indictment. Then you had one big indictment in 2001 and one in the 90s. With you know what I mean? Now the proof's all there. Sacramento, Kings County, Tulare County, you know what I mean? Santa Clara County, Monterey County. Indictment after indictment, man. And they're picking up They're looking for every fucking weakness that the NF has exhibited in their manpower and the things that they do, just fucking get indictments. You know what I'm saying? Like, the feds are that serious. They create laws to which they can make things stick to you. You know what I'm saying? If you're just receiving a phone call and you're relaying a message, they're gonna get you for association. You know, if you decide to give someone a ride that goes up inside there and picks up a package, you don't even know, you're gonna be fucking getting indicted. You know, that's why a lot of people who are out there in the mix at times choose not to associate with these organizations because no one wants to get hemmed up. Because you have that many people involved in organizational operations, right? The chances of a breach of security occurring or someone deciding to flip and tell is all there. Because someone's going to feel slighted about something. Someone's going to do something to somebody. And then when that happens, you get all these emotions that are attached to personal, and that's where people start to flip. Whereas you have those that maybe fly under the radar and do their thing independently, they're able to last a lot longer. But then when they do catch a case, it's not going to be under no fucking RICO, no racketeering, or no fucking gang enhancement. See, that's what's getting everybody, is gang enhancements. The moment you affiliate with more than one, a group of 3 or more, they're going to get you for gang association. And they'll put titles, they'll put labels on you, man. You know, don't think that they won't. They're known to do that shit, man. Anyways, this article came out just yesterday, man. Is there anything else? This was released by the United States Attorney's Office. See, they haven't been putting out stuff about the NF too much as far as in the news media when it comes out, man. You really have to go through a lot of searching to find it, man. You know, yeah. Anyways, I guess this will be it on this one today, man. There's a couple other things, topics I may be discussing today. I want to kick off December strong. I'm almost at 30K. We got to do something with the 30K, guys. So if you guys have any ideas, tap in with me. Let me know. Let's do something special for reaching 30,000 because I think, man, by hopefully today I get it. Watch me already have it. I need 34 more subscribers, guys. Subscribe to the channel, man, if you haven't already. With that said, much love, much respect. Have a positive, productive day. It's your boy, Big Flacco, and I'm going to smash on out of here.